Hello, everyone. This is Greg Zarko, and this is my week 2 discussion for MPA 530. And this week we are discussing the California state budget. Let's get started. The first priority that I would like to discuss is housing and homelessness. I don't think it's a secret that housing and homelessness is a big problem in our state, and especially living in San Bernardino County, we see it all the time. Yeah, and you can tell by looking at the budget that it's an issue the governor would like to address aggressively. In his proposed budget in January, um, he had allocated $8 billion for housing resources and $2 billion for homelessness resources. Um, During the May revision, that budget increased to 9.3 billion for housing resources and 6.8 billion for homelessness. So homelessness actually had the biggest increase by 4.8 billion. And then for the final budget, um, they must have decided that the revision wasn't enough, that they needed to be more aggressive, because overall they ended up with 10 billion going to housing resources. That's an increase in 2 billion from the original proposal, and 7.3 billion in homelessness resources, and that's an increase by 5.3 billion. Um, so by looking at those numbers, uh, it lets me believe that it's definitely an issue that we want to address. It's an issue that seems to be out of control, and it's going to require multiple um, attempts and agencies to try to solve this problem. Priority number 2, labor and workforce development. Governor Newsom's original budget included money for many programs. And in February of 2020, unemployment was at 3.9%, which was a record low. A year later, due to COVID, that unemployment rate had increased to 16.4%. Due to that, the May revision of the budget included a jobs package of $1.1 billion. But in the end, the state budget had passed with a package of $920 million, so just shy of what they were hoping to get. Um, I believe the priorities change a little bit because the state is opening back up. We do have people going back to work. There's still many jobs that need to be filled, and there's still many people that need to be retrained in new jobs. Um, but I do believe that's the reason why we didn't reach the 1 billion uh, job package that was introduced in the May revision. In conclusion, this was the very first time I had looked at our state budget or any kind of budget um, at this kind of level, and it was really interesting to see what our state prioritizes and what they see it's important. Um, some of the things coincide with what I feel are important to our state, so that was very cool. And like others, I think this week's assignment turned out to be a lot more interesting than originally thought. So thank you for listening. I appreciate your time. See you all next week.